One of the wonderful opportunities I enjoy about the school that I'm going to, and let me give them a plug, it's Hawthorn University out of California, and it is all online. But every semester, every class, and I'm in my research class right now, but every class, they give you a recipe or 2 or 3 recipes to choose from. Today, I am making pan-roasted chicken with tarragon and mustard cream sauce. So last night we went to the store to make sure that we had the cream and the other ingredients, and I got it out today and I pulled open my spice cupboard, and lo and behold, I have no tarragon. My friend has no tarragon. But I remembered that in the instructions from the school they said, now be creative. If you need to change something, change it. So I am changing 2 things in this recipe. One of them is tarragon. So I looked up, what does tarragon taste like? And it tastes like anise. I am substituting it with anise, and I happen to have some beautiful anise here. See, this one's even on a stem still. I got these when I was in China almost 2 years ago now. And I have ground it up because tarragon is supposed to taste like anise. Whether it does or not, this recipe just turned into pan-roasted chicken with anise and mustard cream sauce. So the other thing that I am substituting is, it calls for a 1/2 cup of dry white wine or vermouth, and no matter if it all cooks out or not, I choose not to use alcohol in my cooking. So I am substituting white grape juice. That's what I always substitute when it calls for white wine. And that comes in the second half of the recipe. This is beautiful pasture-raised chicken that we raised here on the farm that we are on right now. I am not using the breasts because I use them for a different recipe. What we're doing is mixing. I have 2 tablespoons of butter, and I am mixing them with 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. These go into my cast iron skillet, which I have just got the bottom with a little bit of olive oil. I have 2 thighs, 2 wings, and 2 legs. And then you brush it on, and I don't have a brush, so I'm compromising. Mustard does amazing things when you bake it to flavor. And I have plenty, so I'm going to use it all. Next thing we're going to do is put salt and pepper over it. So I've got a little bit of salt. And I'm going to have Jim come and grind the pepper. Next, I take this beautiful anise and sprinkle it over the top for added flavor and beauty, I might add. And now it goes into the oven for 1 hour on 400. When it comes out, we'll do the second part. Look at that, it smells so good, huh? What I do next is take the chicken and take it off of the pan and put it onto a plate. Come on. All right, set that right there. And I'm going to show you what I've got here. So I have a 1/2 cup of white grape juice, 2 cups of chicken broth that I made yesterday from chicken that was cold, a cold old hen, and 1/2 cup of cream. I'm going to use what we've got in here and get all the bits off. We want to be able to use all those bits for what we're doing, and I'm going to add in the grape juice and let it, what do they call it? We are deglazing the pan with this. And this is where those of you who use alcohol, you can use your white wine or your vermouth. So we do this until everything's off the bottom of the pan and it feels like it is. So now we're going to pour 2 cups of chicken broth. And we're going to bring that to a boil and allow it to simmer until it goes in half. And then we'll come back. All right, we've reduced it to half. Now we're going to put in our cream, and we're going to reduce that to half. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this at this point. This you can just reduce down and put into a gravy bowl and have it be for your gravy. But I have seen it done this way too, and this is what I'm going to do. As it's reducing down, I am putting my chicken back into this amazing solution here and let it cook down on the chicken. And then you can imagine how good that might be over a boiled or a baked potato or mashed potatoes with some good green vegetables on the side. I'll show you the end when it's all done. We are reduced, and you could reduce it more. You just want it to be thick. I can tell you that the taste is amazing. I wish you could taste it, but it's reduced down, and I've got my chicken in there. So just put that on the plate with some other vegetables, and oh my word, so good. That is my recipe for my school this course. It is pan roasted chicken with tarragon and mustard cream sauce, or as altered by me, pan roasted chicken with anise and mustard cream sauce. This is the chicken, potatoes, green beans, and beets. I put the gravy over the potatoes. And Jim, why don't you just pan down on top of that? And just so that you know, chicken that we raised, pastured chicken, potatoes we raised, green beans we grew, beets we grew. Every single thing on here we grew ourselves. Homemade chicken broth. Bon appetit.